So there exists some amazing bluegrass channels on YouTube that teach you amazing licks. The issue that I have personally, I don't know whether this is an attention deficit thing or not, is when I go to learn one of these advanced licks, what generally happens is I don't play it the way that I want to in context, and so I take bits and pieces of a lick and then add it to my repertoire of playing. And so in this beginner lesson today, I'm going to teach you guys a couple of very important spots on the neck, playing out of the key of G, that's going to give you that bluegrass sound, right? So let's just kind of start from a G run, all right? So if you haven't learned this run, please do so. I have a video on it, I'll put in the description. We get that classic bluegrassy sound right here. Okay? And that's what makes that lick sound cool. That's what makes that a head turner if you're playing that in a crowd of people, that little, all right? So this is a music concept I'm not gonna care to explain. Rather, I'm just going to show you different parts on the neck here where you can sort of have the same sound and you can start feeling your way through licks and bluegrass leads, and that's really the way that I learned how to do this. I never actually looked at a tab to learn a bluegrass lick, all right? So right here, G string, 3rd fret. That is what you want to remember. Right there, if I can zoom in or highlight that somehow. All right, so check this out. When you're playing bluegrass lead or whatever, try to hit this note and then experiment with moving that to the left or the right. Or, okay? All right, use different fingers, whatever you gotta do, but those movements are gonna get you very far. Let me show you what I mean by that, okay? So I'm gonna do a G run and then follow this up with sort of a melodic couple of notes afterwards. Now I'm not going to utilize that fret. I'm just going to stay on the 2nd fret and play around there and watch listen how it sounds, all right? All right, sounds cool, sounds folky, nothing wrong with that. Now let me show you how I'm just going to noodle around but play right there instead, okay? So all of a sudden you get way more of a bluegrassy sound, all right? Now let me go the opposite way, and I'm not gonna teach you every single little note I'm doing here, but slow the video down and just practice along this 3rd fret, all right? That's how I literally learn every lick that I've ever learned, all right? Check it out. Again, you sort of have this little bluegrassy number, right? And just like I said, the best way, I've talked about this in other videos, is to sit down while you're watching something, just sort of, even if you're not playing with intention, just play around with these little subtle licks, for lack of a better word, just a couple of notes that are gonna take you very far, okay? Let's look at another one. So the next little bit that's gonna do the same thing is between the 6th and 7th fret on the high E. Right there, okay, that slide, okay? Generally, if I'm playing this lick, I go to the 3rd fret on that E string right after that. And then from there, you just kind of feel your way through. I'm happy to make some other lessons on how to do that, maybe a bit better, but that's how I learn, all right? So to recap this simple video, got the G run, I'll put all these videos in the description below, but that twangy sound right there, all right, and then you've got between the 3rd and 4th fret on the G string, just remember that, all right, and then between the 6th and 7th fret, as you're learning scales and sort of moving down the neck, right there. And those are two what I'll call like micro movements that you can work on. Ask me questions about in the comments. And also guys, I am opening up a handful of lesson spots here in the spring on Tuesdays and Wednesdays after 4 p.m. Eastern time. And if you're interested in that, just shoot me a message at this email here or something in the comments and I'll get back to you. But yeah, hopefully this works. Let me know what you think about it in the comments, and until next time, adios.